Elijah and the Whisper, when God speaks in silence. Elijah had just called down fire from heaven. He stood alone on Mount Carmel and proved that the Lord, not Baal, was God. The prophets of Baal were defeated. The drought ended, rain returned. Victory, but then came the threat. Queen Jezebel sent a message. By this time tomorrow you'll be dead. And Elijah, God's bold prophet, ran. He fled into the wilderness. Alone, exhausted, afraid, he sat under a broom tree and prayed to die. I've had enough, Lord. Take my life. This wasn't weakness. This was a man spent spiritually, emotionally, physically. He fell asleep, and God didn't rebuke him. Instead, an angel touched him and said, "Get up and eat." Beside him was fresh bread and water. He ate, slept again. Then the angel came back. "Get up and eat again, for the journey is too much for you." Strengthened, Elijah walked 40 days to Mount Horeb, God's mountain. There he entered a cave. And God asked, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" Elijah poured out his heart. "I've been zealous, but the people have rejected you. I'm the only one left, and now they want to kill me too." God said, "Go out and stand on the mountain, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great wind tore through the mountains. But the Lord wasn't in the wind. An earthquake shook the ground. But the Lord wasn't in the earthquake. A fire blazed through the rocks. But the Lord wasn't in the fire. And Elijah wrapped his face in his cloak and stood before God. This story teaches us God's power isn't always loud. Sometimes his greatest presence comes in quiet. Even prophets get tired, and God meets them not with pressure, but with rest and reassurance. Elijah wasn't alone. There were 7,000 others who hadn't bowed to Baal. But Elijah needed to hear that in a whisper, not in a storm. Maybe you've been fighting hard. Maybe you've seen victories. But now, all you feel is fear. Maybe you've run collapsed, prayed for it all to end. And maybe God is closer than you think. Not shouting, not shaking, just whispering, "I see you. I'm not done with you. You're not alone." Like this story, if you've ever needed God to meet you in silence, share it with someone who's tired. Subscribe for more true stories where God doesn't just shake mountains. He gently restores the weary with a whisper.